Hello, my name is John Mochia. I'm going to be continuing our discussion of conflict in the workplace. Our position is the point that conflict should be encouraged in the workplace. I'd like to start off with a little bit of a literature review of functional conflict in the workplace. Functional conflict as a theory arose from John Burton's universal theory of human needs. His theory states that humans are constantly searching to satisfy their basic needs by using the system, acting on the fringes, or acting as a revolutionary. Conflict is unavoidable. It arises in various forms, between co-workers, superiors, and inferiors. Scholars in the past few decades have put a considerable value on the study of conflict and how it affects the workplace. Recently, many scholars have begun to take the position that conflict, when managed properly, can be a good thing for an organization. Two prominent theorists espousing this new positive approach to conflict are Georg Simmel and Louis Kozel. Simmel and Kozel both argued that conflict can be good for an organization when it's properly managed. Simmel argued that society needs some quantitative ratio of harmony and disharmony, of association and competition. And Kozel elaborated on this point further, stating that conflict is not always dysfunctional in the context of relationships. By setting free pent-up feelings of hostility, conflicts swerve to maintain relationships. In essence, these two authors set up the interactionist view of conflict in the workplace, saying that conflict can be constructive and productive. One reason why conflict can be productive in the workplace is that it inspires competition. Managers can introduce conflict into the workplace by introducing the competitive process, thereby harnessing the conflict in the office by ensuring that the conflict is functional. This competition can occur at the individual level or the team level. The competitive process is achieved by introducing conflicting goals to separate groups, and each group focuses on its own needs, fighting to achieve as much of their conflicting intergroup goals as possible. Competition can provide organized conflict that, when properly channeled, can increase productivity in an organization. There are three ways that competition can help an organization. Number one, productivity. Employees that compete with one another are often pushed to exceed their normal limits. It encourages them to perform above the prescribed standard. Improvement. Employees improve their skills by competition. Those employees who will attempt to improve their skills simply by awakening the basic human desire to be recognized as an expert in one's field, or be recognized as a valuable member of a team. Teamwork. Competition can take place in a group environment as well. When groups compete against each other, team members can build their skills by working as a cohesive unit. A case study in competition is the Army Physical Fitness Test, or the APFT. The United States Army systematically uses competition among its soldiers and officers in order to push them to exceed the standard. A good example of competition in action is the Army Physical Fitness Test. The APFT is given twice a year to all soldiers, and measures soldiers' fitness in three categories: push-ups, sit-ups, and a 2-mile run. Soldiers are measured on a scale from 0 to 100 in each category, for a maximum possible score of 300. The APFT is used as a tool to evaluate soldiers' physical fitness, which in turn is a major contributing factor when determining slots for specialty schools, promotions, and special assignments. As a result, soldiers have an incentive to train to exceed the standard on the APFT, resulting in enhanced physical fitness for the entire organization. One more reason why conflict is good in the workplace is that it promotes a healthy flow of ideas. The desire to avoid conflict can at times prevent good ideas from reaching the top. This happens when leadership sends messages to subordinates that dissent will not be tolerated, and that introducing new ideas is unwelcome. Managers can overcome this reality by stimulating functional conflict in the form of introducing, critiquing, and debating new ideas. There are two generally accepted means of stimulating these discussions. The first is devil's advocacy. A manager assigns one team of a discussion group the role of critic. The critic's job is to challenge or question new ideas. This way, everyone else has an opportunity to think critically and determine whether or not an idea will work in real life. Or the dialectic method. The manager splits a group in half, with each half taking a pro and con side in a debate. The group debates the merits of a new idea before the manager makes a decision on the idea. And now on to counterpoint, conflict should be avoided.